Welcome to the Papyrus Global Television National News Update. I am Christiana Babayo and here are today's headlines. Senate approves 68.3 trillion 2026 appropriation bill finalizing nation's budget framework. National Assembly pushes planning reforms to drive $1 trillion economy goal. Poor funding for freedom of information raises transparency concerns. Nigeria apologizes to South Africa over controversial Igbo kingship incident. NLC shuts down AEDC operations across Abuja and surrounding states. Security concerns in Jos and other regions disrupt public events nationwide. Bala Mohammed's possible defection sparks 2027 election tensions. Economic concerns rise over debt and foreign loans in 2026 budget. In all the news in full. The Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has approved a 68.323 trillion 2026 appropriation bill, finalizing the country's fiscal framework after extensive deliberations at the National Assembly in Abuja. The budget increase from the original proposal submitted by Bala Mohammed reflects adjustment to accommodate infrastructure development, debt servicing, and key national priorities. Senate President Godswill Akpabio stated that the expanded budget aligns with developmental goals and preparations for the 2027 elections, while lawmakers also approved external borrowing to support implementation. The National Assembly is advancing reforms to modernize Nigeria's planning and budgeting system, targeting long-term growth and a $1 trillion economy. Lawmakers including Olamilekan Adeola Solomon and Abubakar Kabir Bichi emphasize performance-based budgeting, multi-year fiscal planning, and improved transparency. Experts say the reforms could strengthen capital project execution and align spending with measurable economic outcomes. Concerns have emerged over inadequate funding for the Freedom of Information framework within the 2026 budget. At sessions in Abuja, lawmakers warned that limited allocations could weaken transparency and public oversight. Civil society organizations, including Media Rights Agenda, cautioned that underfunding may restrict access to government data and reduce accountability in public spending. Nigeria has apologized to South Africa following tensions over the controversial coronation of Solomon Ogbonna Eziko in Eastern Cape. Protests in Pretoria and surrounding communities prompted diplomatic engagement with Nigerian officials, reaffirming respect for South African laws and traditional governance systems. The Nigeria Labour Congress has shut down operations of the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company across multiple states, including Abuja, Kogi, Nasarawa, and Niger, following mass layoffs. The industrial action has caused widespread power outages, while the Federal Ministry of Labour and Employment has initiated immediate efforts to resolve the dispute. Rising insecurity in Jos and other regions have disrupted cultural events, religious gatherings, and public celebrations. Caleb Mutfwang acknowledged increased threats, while religious leaders warned of declining participation due to safety concerns. Analysts describe the situation as a growing national security challenge affecting social and economic life. Political tensions are rising ahead of the 2027 elections amid speculations that Bala Mohammed may defect from the People's Democratic Party to the African Democratic Congress. Observers say such a move could significantly reshape political alignments in the northeastern region. Economic concerns are mounting over Nigeria's rising debt profile linked to the 2026 budget. Finance Minister Godwin Emefiele defended borrowing as necessary for development, while critics warn of long-term risks to fiscal stability. The Debt Management Office has assured that borrowing remains within sustainable limits. We have reached the end of today's national news segment. Here is a recap of the headlines. Senate approves 68.3 trillion 2026 appropriation bill finalizing nation's budget framework. National Assembly pushes planning reforms to drive $1 trillion economy goal. Poor funding for freedom of information raises transparency concerns. Nigeria apologizes to South Africa over controversial Igbo kingship incidents. NLC shuts down AEDC operations across Abuja and surrounding states. Security concerns in Jos and other regions disrupt public events nationwide. Bala Mohammed's possible defection sparks 2027 election tensions. Economic concerns rise over debt and foreign loans in 2026 budgets. For continuous updates, expert analysis and live coverage, stay connected with the Papyrus Global Television. Visit papyrusdaily.com for breaking news and detailed reports. I am your host, Christiana Babayo. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe and informed.